This is Ricky Moore with the Burleson Star. I'm here with Centennial football coach Kyle Geller, and this is the Week 7 edition of the 2-Minute Drill. Spartans with the big win on the road at Seguin, 31-27. It was on a Thursday night, so anybody who wanted to see both games could do that. Quick thoughts. Now you're 5-1 overall, 2-2 in district, going into the Burleson game. But quick thoughts on the Seguin game. It was a heck of a game.
Yeah, it really was. It was hard fought by both teams. And if we would have I told our team, if we would have turned the ball over that game, there's no way we win that game. But that was the first game we did not have a turnover, so that was a step forward. Our defense, after trying to tackle that guy 1,000 times and missing, finally bottled them up enough. They did a fantastic job. Their coaches did of preparing their team and using some mismatches here and there. And then offensively for us, we did just enough. We had the two big plays called back, the reverse. That was, I don't know how many yards, 70 yards, something like that. And then J.R. Reed, Jonathan Reed, on the pitch on their sideline, we got called for a cut block that you look at the film and you wonder how they can make the call, but they did.
Let's talk about the two defensive plays. Tizino, and I believe it was, golly, I can't remember who made the other play.
Andrew Walker.
Okay. Andrew Walker? On the deflection?
No, that was Tizino on the...
Tizino made the slap down in the middle. Yeah, it was Jalen Freeman. Let's talk about the defense. They came up with three big plays. I mean, they came up more than that, but they came up with three key plays. Two in that last drive.
Out of there, and that was a running back that slipped out of the backfield, and Kelton didn't initially start to cover him. That should have been a linebacker that was running with that kid, and Kelton recognized it and came over. And I told him after the game, I said that was breathtaking. You know, it really was when you see a picture of it happen right there, because you're seeing touchdown, you're going, oh no, and then all of a sudden this hand comes out of there and swats it down. That was awesome. Andrew Walker with the big sack at the end, and it chewed up a lot of time. They only had time, I think, for...
they had to ground the ball, and then they ran the last play.
And they had to run the last play, and then the last play, our headsets weren't working all night, and Coach Meyer was trying to get the play in, and we weren't in the right defense. And Jalen was actually out of position, but it wasn't because he wasn't. It was a defense that was called, and he just made a good play and knocked the ball down.
And Tizino play, I don't know if that guy was pretty fast. I don't know if one of your linebackers could have kept up with him.
Yeah, it would have been tough. It would have been tough.
Let's talk about the play of Daryl Williams.
Daryl?
He topped 100, I think 109 yards rushing. It's every week it's a different fullback.
Seems like it.
Is it just by what you're facing or who you're facing, who you choose, or
some of it is like who has the hot hand. Daryl had a hot hand early. He had the long touchdown run on trap play, and you know, he was getting tougher yards inside, more yards after contact than he has in other games. So we stuck with Daryl for the most part. We put Kevin in quite a bit as well. Kevin had a great game the week before. Just like I told him on Monday, the guys that practice the hardest, the guys that protect the ball in practice and do the little things right, they're the ones that are going to play. So
y'all have added a couple of new wrinkles to your offense. It appears to me from watching, I haven't seen you run the that kind of slot back trap where, I mean, you've ran it maybe twice this season, but it seems like
actually that was the first game we've run that.
Oh, okay.
And it was, you know, Jonathan Reed scored the touchdown on it, and Kelton Tizino had a big play on it, and then every time after that it was kind of hit and miss. I think we ran it 2 or 3 more times, and they were ready for it after a while.
But you also, like we talked about, you wore down. You thought you wore down their defense.
we felt that's what we talked about at halftime. You know, we knew it was going to be a 4-quarter game. We knew that from way back in the week before we even played the game. And so we talked to our offensive line, just keep going, keep wearing them out, keep coming off the ball, because there'd be times where they'd knock us back. Those guys are huge and powerful. And so we had to get in their legs a little bit, slow them down. Daryl made some decent cuts inside, and we just grinded it out.
Now, without the headphones, how much tougher was that for Coach Meyer to get things coordinated when they bring in a quarterback that I guess y'all weren't expecting him to play?
No, we knew he'd play.
Oh, you knew he would play?
It's maddening. It's misery. And you're trying. You have to do some things that you're not prepared to do. As far as communication wise, we even considered pulling out phones and talking on phones. I mean, it was not good. And needless to say, I sent them off the next day, overnight air, to the company we use, and said we need them back by Thursday, and they got to work.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, because you bring your own gear, you don't count on it. There used to be a time when you count on the equipment at the stadium. Well, let's go on to Burleson. Obviously, big game, try and get the boot back. But the more important thing is to get that district win, because a district win for y'all will put you at 3-1, and kind of on the backside, other than the Everman game at the end, the backside of the schedule, you got the two teams that are in 7th and 8th place with Granbury and Joshua coming up. Let's just talk about I just kind of talked about how crucial it is, but the players know that, how big the game is towards getting to the playoffs.
Definitely. We've talked about that. My approach as a coach, I'm not like the kids, and I can't be like the kids where it's such an emotional game and your crosstown rival. I'm worried more about preparation and getting them ready to play the game. But it certainly means a lot to both sides, to them. It means a lot to us to try to get that victory over your crosstown rival. And unfortunately, over the past 3 years, we haven't done it. We haven't got it done. So credit to them on that. They got a good football team. Some really outstanding players defensively, guys that are big, that can run. And then offensively, number 3, I think number 3 is a special player. I think he can run the ball, he can catch the ball, he does a lot of things. I think their quarterback, as you look at their games, he's consistently gotten better from week to week. And
I like the term you use, nifty.
He is nifty. You know, that's actually a Mel Maxfield.
Oh, okay.
I heard him say that a long time ago, and it kind of stuck with me. But he's just nifty. He does some great things out there, gets some things done, and they ask him to do a lot, and he does a lot.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. This is Ricky Moore. I'm with Centennial football coach Kyle Geller, and this has been the 2-Minute Drill.